Hello everyone. Welcome back. It's me, Janet, Arts of Blue Jewels Designs. So, as promised, and this was on social media, I was going to show you all how I reuse my press-ons that I applied about it was 4 weeks ago, and I've worn them for about 3 weeks. So I took these off last Wednesday, and Monday of last week was 3 weeks since I've got wear of my leopard print press-on nails that I made. All right, so I already have one that I've already did, which is right here. Okay, so I've already did one. That's my little pinky nail, and I'm just going to show you what I do to save my nails and reuse them, because if you're going to pay that kind of money to buy luxury press-on nails, then you get your money's worth. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start off just showing you what I do. Okay, now on the inside of the nail you will see some residue from the glue. Okay, so I'm gonna show you like exactly what I use and what I use and how I get that off. And yeah, see, this one had a little bit more excess glue because this is one of the nails that kind of was lifted a little sooner than expected, and I think this one came off as well. But of course I saved it with glue, and I wasn't too neat about it, so I'm still working on making that a little neat, but of course that can get filed off. Okay, all right, so this is what I'm gonna do. So first, if you have access to this, if you can get one, and they can be pretty inexpensive. You go, shop different outfits like at Amazon. Get you an electric file. They call it an e-file. Okay, this one doesn't have a cord, so this is battery operated, and I did get this off of Amazon, and it gives you all of the different bits, drill bits here. You got the sanding bit, the bit where you can file your cuticles and shaping, things like that. So the ones I want to use the most, I'm going to use the sanding bit here. And then I'm going to use this one. I'm not sure what this one is called, but this one's a little pointy. And I use this to kind of sand down the like the little where the glue, some of that glue residue that's right in that little curve there. Okay, so I did use that, and I was able to kind of sand that down, not completely, but to the point where it's almost completely disappeared. But again, you can still put them on, and I'll show you how I put these on in the next video as well. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start with that, and then after I sand down and buff the inside of the nail, I did go in and reshape a little bit with my 180 grit file, like the sides and the top here. And then I also, you can either take the e-file or use like a buffer if you're comfortable, and just buff the top, just that way, kind of, get some of the rough edges if necessary. I just did it anyway because I just kind of wanted to make them look nice and brand new, as if I just did them. So, but if you want to do that, you can do that. And then I go in with my top coat. This is the Beetles Top Coat. It is soak off, and is this non-wipe? No, this just says soak off UV and LED cured, so I don't think this is non-wipe. But yeah, but I do go in with my Beetles Top Coat. I love this top coat. It really works well with me. Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and start filing away. Please forgive me, y'all. I had the fan on in the background. It was just really hot in my house, so if you hear the fan noise, please excuse it. It was hot. I had to have it on. Thanks. Sorry, y'all. Okay. And then I'm just going to grab like a little duster brush and just dust it off, or dust off here. Okay. All right, so as you can see, it did get most of the gunk out, but I still have a little bit more work to go. So I am going to continue to file this off, some more of this off here. Okay. And then I'll move on to the next step. And also too, again, if you don't have access to an e-file, you can use your file, either like 100, 180, something like this, or maybe something that's a little bit more coarser, probably like something with the 240 on it, and you can just go in and just buff it, kind of like that. Yeah, but in this case, because I'm concerned about that little line there, I'm going to continue with my e-file. Okay. All right, so that one, see now, as you can see, I was able to sand that down just a little bit more. So to me, that is good enough for me to reuse it, because I got it flat enough to where I can just put it, you know, on my nail like that. Okay. And then once you've, you know, gotten it down to your desired, or gotten it down to the point where you think that it's, you know, reusable to where you can, you know, glue it down to your nail. Make sure that. Quick update. So the batteries on my e-file went dead, so I had to go back in and file them a little bit more. So this is what it looks like now compared to what it was before. Make sure that the curve is to my liking. So you're just gonna go in and just kind of file around the smile line of the cuticles. Make sure that's nice and curved, so it's natural looking. Okay. And then I'm just going to take one of these little pegs here, stick it on here, then take my 100, 180 file, and on the rough side, I'm just going to kind of reshape it a little bit, not too much. Okay. Oh, didn't mean for that to pop off. Yeah, it looks like this. I might have to change my little sticky putty. That one, it's not sticking on there very well. Okay. Okay. I don't think that's the rough side. Okay, and then take it to the top. And the reason why I'm shaping it the way I'm shaping it now is because these are square nails, so you definitely want to kind of go to the sides and go down like that. Okay, and then I'm going to flip it up like this, and still with the rough side of the file. Can't tell with these gloves on. I'm just going to refile the top here. And then I'm just gonna go on a diagonal edge and file down like that, so I can get that crisp line at the top. Okay. Get that off. Okay. So there's that. Now you see how nice and shapely that is. Looks like you just got them done at the shop. Okay. And then, as I said before, I'm just probably going to buff the top a little bit. Actually, I had a jewel that was like right here. I'm probably going to add another one because I still have one on the other nail. So I'm just going to go ahead and buff the top because I do see that there's like little remnants on top of here. Now, I don't know if you can tell, but I did use Builder Gel on these nails just to kind of give it a more natural look as opposed to just, you know, the base coat, the gel polish, and then design, and then top coat, and then you're done. No, so I did the base coat, did the gel color, and then after I make the design, I went in with my Builder Gel. This is the Builder Gel that I use that you can get off of Amazon as well. This is the Model Ones Builder Nail Gel. Okay. It's not as thick as like the hard gel, which is used for building like an apex, but I did this because it's easier to work with for me. So that's how I was able to, you know, get them a little bit more thicker where they're not looking so thin and flimsy like, you know, the drugstore press-on nails, but not too bulky looking either. So I didn't want like my nails to look super bulky. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and just buff the top a little bit. You can use, again, you can use a buffer or you can use the e-file if you have access to one. So for right now, I'm just going to go in and just kind of buff the top of the nail. Okay. And I know you're probably wondering like, oh my gosh, you want to take the design away? Like, no, I'm not. Just wait and see. So it's still going to be there. That's the beauty of gel polish. Is like once cured and you get the top coat, like you can pretty much do whatever you need to do. Especially, and the same thing with the Builder Gel, because once you put the Builder Gel on and you cure it for 60 seconds and then take it out, wipe it with the alcohol wipe, and you can, you know, buff the surface without messing up the design and then going with your top coat. So that's the benefit of that. All right, I don't want to do too much buffing, but that should be good enough. Okay, then I'm going to take my little wipe here, get some alcohol. Okay, put that on, and then I'm going to wipe it off. Remember, you always want to go in with the alcohol wipe and wipe off any debris unnecessary debris, because you don't want that, you know, left on the nail when you're putting the top coat and the top coat on. You don't want that, okay? All right, so that's what that looks like. And then I'm going to go in, well, I'm going to put this here. Uh-oh, it's got stuck on the bottom. All right, move these to the side. Try to keep my area clean as much as possible. Sometimes it's not always like that, but I do the best I can. All right, so this one is my middle nail. Yeah, I think this is the middle one right here. So I'm gonna put that right here on this middle. And I got these little cute little purple stands from Amazon. Majority of the materials that I use and products that I use is going to be off of Amazon. Amazon is just everything. All right, so I'm just going to set it on here, and then I'm going to go in with my top coat. Now, here's the thing. This is something that I learned too. Instead of painting down, you know, kind of like, you know, when nail techs do when they're doing the nails on human hands, I'm going to paint upside down. I think the benefit to that is it just helps ensures that you get an even distribution of the polish, you know, when you paint downwards. And then, you know, once you paint the polish or the top coat or whatever, even base coat, you're going to flip it upside down and then shake it a little bit. Like you're shaking the devil off. But I learned this from my mentor, Chloe, and she taught me this trick here. So, and then you shake it, and then just make sure it's get an even distribution. Some polishes will have will automatically like level itself out, but this trick will help just make it even have a better leveling. So, and then you put it in the curing lamp, cure, and then yeah, so that's the trick. So that's what I'm going to do. I've learned that trick, and it works. So I'm going to keep it. All right, so I'm just going to go in with my top coat here. Make sure you have enough, not too much, and then just paint downward. So do a little swivel like that, and then just kind of brush it on down. See that little gloss right there? Okay. Make sure you get all the way down to the cuticle. Okay. Then again, just flip it upside down and shake it a little bit. Make sure it's leveled. Okay, and hopefully you can see how, look at that shine, how all that is leveled there. All right, and then I'm gonna just stick this in a curing lamp for 60 seconds. Make sure you put it all the way inside the lamp. That's one of the main reasons why there's, you know, you may have some curing mistakes, why some of the gel paint may be like rippling, is that it's part of that reason is you're not giving the nails enough time to cure. Like there's a flash cure, and then there's like a full cure. Full cure is like 60 seconds. Now when it comes to like gemstones, things like that, I definitely do 60 seconds when I've initially applied the gemstones, and then when I go in with my top coat, I try to give it more than 60 seconds, like maybe 99 seconds or so, just to ensure that those gemstones are going to stay on there. So, but so yeah, all right. Okay, so look at that. Look at that shine on that. Look at those two. So that's what that looks like. It looks like I just literally did them. Even though they were pre-made. But yeah, I mean, they look just as good as new, and you can definitely reuse these. Can't wait to put them back on. They're nice and smooth. That is so smooth. Nice and smooth. No rough edge surfaces. Okay. All right. And then for the rest of the nails, I'm going to do the same thing for the rest of the nails. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, but that's my process on, you know, restoring the nails. So I'm going to do the same thing for the rest and then show you how I put them on and go from there. All right, so there you have it. So I remade these for reusable wear. For one exception, one of the middle nails, I actually have to redo all over again because I was missing a nail and I must have misplaced it because I can't find it. And it was, it was this one right here that I had to remake. But other than that, all the other nails, I have went in and, you know, filed, rebuffed them, cleaned the inside of them, and now they're ready to wear again, right? And I will post a video on, I will post a video later on reapplying these nails. That will be coming later, so stay tuned for that. All right, y'all. Well, that concludes this video. So if you like what you see, hit the like button and also hit the subscribe button to subscribe to my channel if you like the content or you want to see more of my content. And always remember, keep pressing, press on life. Bye.